Loadmasters go through different types of training before they actually make it on to the training for their specific aircraft. So first you'll go through BMT like everyone else, and then you'll go to the basic Loadmasters course, which is going to give you a general idea of the math questions, the math qualities to our aircraft. Followed by that, you're going to go to SEER, and then that's really when the training changes for all the aircrafts. Right after SEER, you'll either go to Little Rock for the training over there for the C-130Js, or you might end up in Kirtland Air Force Base in New Mexico, which is where the AFSOC Loadmasters will change, and that's when all the differences for the two airplanes is really noticed throughout the trainees.
You're going to learn all the individual roles and responsibilities, and it's far beyond just weight and balance. Depending on what aircraft you're on, there could be a plethora of things that you have to learn, whether it's airdrop or aircraft systems. So really, once your training's complete, the way they validate it is through a check ride.
Check rides are, in essence, really stressful, especially if there's no notice. A no-notice check ride is essentially you show to go fly, you're pre-flight in the aircraft, and a flight examiner just shows up with their bags and says they're going to go fly with you that day. So as a Loadmaster, you need to have a basic level understanding of math and its applications. So a good example, we have about 12 linear equations that we need to memorize for our job. If you know how to plug and play numbers into equations, how to get the right results, and how to round them, you're not going to have trouble in this job.
As you go on, there are other computer systems and things that help you do that, and so it does become a lot easier for those who aren't the best at math. As you're entering the pipeline for a Loadmaster, here's some things you can do to maximize your success. Study. Always carve out time to study and make sure it's serious. Turn your phone off, close your doors, close your windows, do whatever you need to do to make sure that you can focus on what you're learning and so that it sticks. Carve out time to have fun with your friends, because if you're constantly studying, constantly stressing over what's yet to come, you won't enjoy all the things that make being a Loadmaster so great. You're always going to be in a different area. Go out and explore.
Do not be afraid to ask questions and seek help. The most successful trainees in the pipeline were those that would come in, and they would come in early and often and ask, hey, can I get a couple minutes of tutoring?
I think the most rewarding part for Loadmasters going through training is the airdrop portion. Seeing a heavy equipment platform go outside an airplane is the craziest thing you've probably ever seen. Doors open, it's gone in half a second.
Initially finding out what aircraft they're going to be assigned to is probably usually a pretty important and a pretty big day. It's really going to decide your career and the avenues that you're going to go down, just because there's such a large difference between all the different aircrafts that we operate on.
The most rewarding day after finishing the pipeline is when you get your first patch punched onto your arm, and now you're officially an Air Force Loadmaster.